My name's Dr. Neil Hopkin. I'm head teacher at Peters Hill Primary School in Dudley in the West Midlands. We recently had an Ofsted visitor who looked at the work we were doing with the Engaged-Learning Hotboard, and her phrase was, "This is incredible learning." Now, this particular inspector had a very broad range of experience. She'd seen some amazing schools. So to use a phrase of "this is incredible learning" when looking at the children using the Engaged-Learning Hotboard, I think, arguably, there couldn't be any higher praise. But maybe there is just one echelon of people that could offer something else, which is fantastic to hear, and that's the children themselves.
You can write on the pictures and everything, but if you put a picture on the whiteboard, then you can't write over it because it will just run all over the picture.
My name's Miss Gregory and I'm a Year 3 teacher at Peters Hill Primary School.
It's made my role as a teacher really enjoyable because it's a more flexible approach to the display, and it also to see the students interact and engage more with their learning and the process of learning. It really makes my job worthwhile, and I can see that the children are enjoying it more than if it was just on the interactive whiteboard, because they can be part of it and they take control of the board when it comes to putting the information up as well. I think they tend to enjoy being able to come up and write their own ideas on the board, whereas it tends to be more difficult on the more interactive whiteboard.
Now just imagine that as a teacher you'd created a wonderful provocation, you'd set it up on your traditional display board with all of that wiggly corrugated paper around the edge of it, and you created a beautiful thing that you'd stapled into place. And of course, you don't want to take that down. You don't want to alter that. You don't want to move things around. You can't anyway because they're fixed. And so you're then limiting the kind of engagement that children will have with that particular provocation, with that particular learning. The engagement board at a stroke does away with that whole problem, because what the children are able to do is cluster their ideas in the Perspex clips that fit on the engagement board, and then they can actually start to move them around. Do you know what? Some of these ideas also fit with this. Let's move those questions over here to that line of inquiry, and let's actually move some of these to here. And here's a picture stimulus that could also go with that line of inquiry. Let's put all of that stuff here. And it can all be moved around in the display whilst the display still looks fabulous. But actually, it's much more dynamic.
Compare this to this. Look at them together. What is it that needs to be different?
What the Engaged Learning Board does is continually engage the children again and again. Why? Because it's dynamic. The children can alter it. It's not fixed in any way. And it's that the Engaged Learning Board does. It ensures that there's some stickability to the display, that children will keep coming back to it, because it's different this hour than it was in the last hour. It's different today than it was yesterday.